What it do, baby? It's your boy Baki back with another one. I just finished Reacher season 3 and I absolutely loved it. Just want to talk about it a little bit and give you guys a little light review, maybe with some spoilers at the end. So, you know how I usually do it, good, bad, ugly. Season 3 to me is right up there with season 1 for me personally. Season 2 I didn't really like. Season 3 is right back to feeling like old Reacher doing Reacher things, but with a general nice twist on it. I didn't see a lot of the twists coming when they were happening in the moment. It wasn't until after reflecting and looking upon it like, oh wow, okay, that makes sense why he did that or why that happened. So there was a couple like jaw-dropping moments in this season for me personally. And I really enjoy the aspect of the main villain, Xavier Quinn, and his personal relationship to Reacher and what happened in the past. It's all very strong. There's not really much I have complaints about in this season, to be honest with you. I don't really have any real gripes. I loved everybody. I loved the Beck family, right? I loved the DEA lady. I think her name was Susan, right? I loved her. I loved her partner, you know what I mean, who's a little bit like older and like, you know what I mean? It was just, dude, there was some really epic fights. There were some really epic moments. I just thought it was a really great season overall, and a great way to kind of pull all the Reacher fans who kind of fell off in season 2 back into it. Because season 2 felt like the Avengers, right? Everybody in his whole team was just super special, you know? So it just didn't really feel good. But in this one, because it's dialed back and he's dealing with people who already are kind of special in their own way, you know, with what they're into and what they're dealing with the guns, arms, and everything else. It's like he has to kind of adapt on the fly to something that he's not usually used to doing, which is working with others who aren't on the same agenda page as him. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that conflict between Reacher having to figure out how to maneuver through being basically undercover the whole season. That was incredible. I enjoyed this season from start to finish. And if we're talking about finale wise, finale was absolutely just, man, I watched it twice. I had such a good time with the finale. The finale was absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. I loved it. Couldn't believe it went down the way it went down and a lot of things that happened, you know? So for me personally, man, I absolutely love this season. There's just not, I really do. I'm trying to think of some bad I have on this season. I really don't have any, really. I mean, you know what? There's one scene I can think of right now is with Neely and she's like running. I don't know. They should just did a different take of her running or something. She just looked kind of goofy running. But like that's like my biggest gripe in the whole season, bro. Like I loved it all, man. I love the dialogue and the relationship between Reacher and um Beck's son, you know, the younger Beck. I forget his name. I think it was Richard. I'm not sure. But anyways, like, I think, you know, I think his relationship, Reacher's relationship with him was very unique in a way that he wasn't really like trying to be like a father figure or anything else. The kid just knew nothing, dude. It was just like, it was pathetically sad, you know? So Reacher was just like, I mean, I'll tell you something, you know? That was dope. There was just so much good things in this season. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. If you've been on the fence about Reacher since season 2, season 3 absolutely knocked it out the park, at least for me. Not sure what it meant book-wise or anything. I've never read any Reacher books or anything like that. Probably won't ever. I heard there's like an infinite amount of them, so it's probably not something I'll dig into. But I really enjoyed this season. Everyone did a great job. Alan did a great job. Neely did a great job. Xavier did, everybody did phenomenal, man. It was phenomenal season. You know, it had a little bit of setup, but it went some places that I was not expecting Reacher to go, and I just love how Reacher takes care of business. You know, it's kind of my random tangent. That's about it. If I had to give it a number, I'd give it like an 8.5, 9 out of 10, basically. Like it's borderline like a perfect season, right? The irony here is Reacher, not irony, but the part that's kind of crazy to me is Reacher is what I want Mark to do sometimes that he doesn't do in Invincible. Like Mark will have his eye on the prize and then something will happen that'll grab Mark's attention and then like he'll start getting stomped out or destroyed or whatever. And I'm like, see, that's whack, because now the plot is going to keep him alive, honestly, because he should have just been taken care of right there in that moment, but he didn't take care of his own business, so he should definitely be out of there, you know. But you know, I digress. That's a whole nother beast. So anyways, for Reacher, this has been absolutely great. Absolutely loved it. Can't wait to see what they're doing. I know they got greenlit on season 4 already, so I hope they are writing and cooking up some good things. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, absolutely love this season. Thank you so much, guys, for this one. It's going to be short, quick, simple, because it was beautiful. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.